Dobdin, to wotordila i stuzit sinketala jazyk. To dila kozoa patisi is imam. Hello! In this episode we'll be learning about nouns and adjectives as well as their grammatical endings. Now, if you know anything about major Slavic languages, you probably know that they have many different endings for both nouns and adjectives. But in this case, Vampiric is actually a lot simpler than most other Slavic languages. So now, let's learn. In English, we have the words the and a or an. These are called articles. They tell us if we're talking about one particular thing or any one thing. But in Vampiric, instead of saying the dog or a dog, you just say dog, like in the sentence bis chopomaj, meaning literally, dog bit man. Vampiric also has something called grammatical gender. This means that each and every noun in the language is gendered. But remember, the actual meaning of the noun may have nothing to do with gender. It's just that each noun is considered to have a gender. So for example, voza, meaning water, is feminine, whereas pis, meaning dog, is masculine. Masculine and feminine nouns are distinguished by using different endings. Masculine nouns end in a consonant or the letter I, whereas feminine nouns end in the letter A or E with an accent. Now that you know about grammatical gender, let's move on to grammatical number. In Vampiric, a noun can be either singular or plural. The singular is used when there's just one of something, and the plural is used when there's more than one of something. So pis means dog, and the plural version, pisi, means dogs. Now, we'll talk about cases. Cases tell you how a noun is being used in the sentence. In English, we have three cases, one for the subject, one for the object, and one for showing possession. These correspond to I, me, and my, respectively. Notice how the word changes depending on if it's the subject, the object, or possessing something. In Vampiric, there are also three cases, but they work slightly differently than in English. There's the basic case, which is the basic default form of the noun. This is used for both subjects and objects of verbs. So in the sentence pis chopomaj, meaning the dog with the man, both pis and maj, dog and man, are in the basic case. Then there's the prepositional case, which is only used for the objects of prepositions. So if we say vlosis pisu, meaning the hair of the dog, you see that pis, dog, is changed to pisu when it's the object of a preposition. Likewise, if we say vlosis maju, we see that maj, man, is changed to maju when it's the object of a preposition. Finally, there's the possessive case, which is used the same as in English. So if we say pisa voza, meaning the dog's water, we see that pis changes to pisa when it's possessing something. Now that you know everything that goes into a noun, let's look at the endings. First, let's look again at the masculine noun maj. Right now, it's singular and in the basic case. You can change the number and the case by changing the ending. As we learned when talking about grammatical gender, masculine nouns end in either I or no vowel when they're in their basic and singular form. If we change the ending to an I with maji, then it becomes plural. Also, nouns which already end in an I don't change. If we change the ending to u, then it becomes the prepositional and singular with maju, with the plural counterpart being om with majom. If we change the ending to a, then it becomes the possessive and singular maja, with the plural counterpart being u with maju. Feminine nouns like voza can end in either a or e with an accent when basic and singular. If we change the ending to I with vozi, then it becomes plural. If we change the ending to a with voza, then it becomes prepositional and singular, with nouns that already end in a not changing. Also, the plural counterpart is am with vozam. If we change the ending to I, then it becomes the possessive and singular vozi, with the plural counterpart being u with vozu. Now before I leave, I should probably go over adjectives. Basically, when you use an adjective, it should have the same ending as whatever noun it's describing. So you have the phrase lozin pis, meaning cold dog, as well as lozina voda, meaning cold water, where lozin has changed to lozina to match voza. Thanks for watching. This is the second episode of Learning Vampiric, and this is the first thing I've done where it's like a series, so yeah. Hopefully I can continue doing that. Bye.